Hello and welcome to the admission series of Up My Child. In my last video on the admission series, my focus was on helping you to keep all your documents ready, which is going to make the form filling procedure very easy and simple for you. This particular video focuses on the complete form itself. Being an experienced primary teacher myself and having 7 years of experience with schools, based on my knowledge and research, I want to guide you how you should work upon your child's admission form. Because this is the first step which is going to decide whether your child qualifies for the second round or not, which is the interaction which you and your child is going to have with the authorities. So watch the video till the end to sort out all your queries regarding filling in up of an admission form and fill the form accurately so that your child qualifies for the second round. This is how an admission form looks like. There are some very basic information that has to be filled up in these admission forms about the candidate, like the name, address, date of birth, along with the details of the parents, which includes their educational qualifications, their designations, some details of the siblings, some details about the previous schools, etc. Make sure that all these details are authentic, because most of the schools will ask you to validate it with some official document. Apart from these direct questions, the admission forms also include some very subjective questions. These questions are included in the forms by the school to understand your thought process about your child and the education system. So make sure these questions are answered properly, reflecting your own thought, not copy-pasted, because some of these similar questions are asked to you when you are called for the interaction round, so the answers should not vary. I'll be sharing some examples of these subjective questions so that you understand what kind of questions I'm talking about. The first question is, how do you deal with a restless child? So here basically the school wants to know your opinion and techniques. How would you deal with your child if she is anxious or restless, and how would you handle a situation like this? The next question that can be asked to you under the subjective category is, how would you handle a situation if your child is not able to cope with studies? So here you have to show your importance towards studies, but at the same time you would say that I will not pressurize my child to an extent that her mental health starts suffering, and I would focus on her other strengths. The next probable question can be, what would you do if your child is regularly bringing unfinished tiffin back home? Here again you have to reflect your opinion and show how would you make food attractive so that your child enjoys eating. At the same time, how would you inculcate the value of healthy eating into your child? So you can answer this question this way. One is, how do you contribute towards your child's growth? So here you have to share about your bond which you have with your child and what is your role in your child's life, how you spend time with your child. You have to explain all this. The next question can be, what are your expectations from the school, which is a very probable question. You can simply answer by saying that you want an overall development of your child, a complete growth in his personality, focusing on both academic and non-academic sector, and this way you can answer this question. The next question can be, how would you deal with your child if he misbehaves in public? So this again varies from parents to parents. You can simply answer by saying that you will talk to your child in isolation, or you will take away his favorite toy to make him realize his mistake. Totally depends upon you. The next one is, rate your preference, distance of the school, student-teacher ratio, co-curricular activities. So totally depending on your opinion, you can choose whichever option you like the most and whichever option is the most important for you, and accordingly you can express your opinion. Question can be, who takes care of the child if the mother is working? So if you are a working mother, you can explain the school that how both the parents are contributing towards the upbringing of the child and how well-balanced routine you have set up for your child so that your child is growing up under complete supervision. So these are some examples of subjective questions which I have put up in front of you. As I told you, these questions will keep varying from school to school. There is no hard and fast rule that this is the list of the question and it's there in every form. No, not at all. All you need to remember is just give honest, clear and transparent answers, so that when you're called for the actual interaction, your opinion and what you have written in the form should not vary. For any other help with regard to filling in your child's admission form, you can connect with me on my mail ID given below in the description box. Keep following me for the benefit of you and your child.